November 2nd, 2023, session 1198, coming through the Omega Communications portal. Hello, Lani again with you. Come join me again in the inner space, or shall we say outer space, in the greater dimensional field, and come and gather with us all in the receiving area of the station of light. There's always something to enjoy about these sessions, and as you immerse yourself in the streams of energy, you draw in more energy to you and to everything that you are in the current lifetime, and perhaps more than that. So relax as you listen to this and be totally focused in this space. We commence this communication with you, beloved, or I'm addressing you and drawing you into the composition of the energy field here. That is, we refer to all of the components that are essentially energy, and the energy gives you messages through the frequency. And so here you are aligning yourself into the dimensional frequency patterns which bring to you more energy, vital energy essence for your creations. You, of course, are the creator of what is around you and through you and in you. The essential aspect of you being present here is to assemble yourself in the correct frequency pattern, and that frequency pattern corrects the frequency patterns all throughout what you regard as you, your energy systems, your vitality, your humanoid existence, the biological systems. Then, in accordance with that, you vibrate and radiate an essential energy pattern that you would call creation in the environment around you. This is giving you a different understanding of why you continue to research and to draw yourself very deeply into cosmic creation and the energy field, the frequencies that are available to you always. You are part of that energy field. You are of that energy field, the frequency pattern. As we deliver these words to you, again, you may be experiencing movement around you in and through your energy field, deeply into you. This is one of the aspects that you reconnect with and you improve yourself with by absorbing the frequency patterns. The words themselves are a pattern that could be recognized as frequency. Different notes, different sounds that you may hear and attune yourself to in every way. Do you recognize that in attuning yourself to the correct frequency pattern, there is a retuning occurring around you The entire planetary consciousness always is seeking the attunement into the correct frequency pattern. This creates movement. Very subtle in some cases. That depends on your perspective and the reality that you recognize that you are within. Many different realities, of course, will be measuring movement, shift, and frequency patterns in different ways, simply in accordance with the relativity to the space that you recognize as your locality and your physicality within that locality. You are amidst and communicating with and working in a coherent fashion with multidimensional beings. There is a vastness, and some of you have been able to step into the different reality systems while still holding your presence and recognition of your presence in the current viable physicality unit for you. You must recognize, of course, that if you gain entry and access way into higher frequency patterns of existence, that is for the purpose for you to recognize what can be achieved and what you can draw upon to achieve it in your immediate creationism. We have witnessed you moving into the dimensional existences known as the crystalline cities of light. The cities of light are referred to as crystalline because of the frequency patterns, and the frequency patterns are visible in such living existences as different colours relating to what you would see within certain of the earth physical crystalline structures. So it is a level of existence that many of you have recognized and are familiar with. Remember, it is the components of those other dimensional frequency existences that you would recognize can be available and utilized within you and throughout you. There is a sense in some of you that this is what you have been expecting to manifest around you. So it must need to be manifested throughout your energetic systems and all of the relative physicality that you see, which are different energy frequency patterns. This is why you perhaps reach out for a certain article or a certain plant life existence or a colour or a sound, because you recognise the frequencies that are required. Everything you ingest has a frequency, and so the natural frequencies are what your body systems respond to and will utilise more freely and easily. Thus you are creating more free-flowing elements within the cycle of your constitution. There's a great amount of frequency pattern around you in the energy field, the plasmic field that's been described to you. And this is cosmic energy field. We utilize this And when you recognize that you are in a harmonic frequency with us, then you are able to utilize that more strongly and efficiently in your processes. So it may have taken you to this point to recognize the availability you have to this frequency pattern. This is expanding throughout you. This is allowing you to, in a sense, travel and be transported into the realities of other dimensions. Here we refer again to your existences in those other energetic reality fields. So there is again the aspect of you drawing on, taking into you the precise frequencies again, which continue to support or perhaps initiate different processes needed within your body frequency. This will go to the moment of your first breath you took in this current body form, where the necessary elements were already present, but in a sense the conscious mind needed to become aware of them. Now this has happened. So this is why it becomes much easier to release, to identify and release the inappropriate elements that you had been perhaps trained to recognize as normal existence in the civilization patterns. You now know that the greater normal existence is the cosmic frequency pattern that you brought in around you, that still exists, and you are accessing it. So this is how you have come to this point, to realize this, and to realize it as words that are being spoken to you that you respond to as an energy frequency pattern. Holistic frequencies are what sustain you. This is what you were drawing into you in this gathering for you. Become aware, of course, that there are many areas of communication and existences as part of the greater created support system. Different layers drawing in different frequency patterns. As you recognize that the prime frequency is the prime source, there's only one source of frequencies existing in the cosmos, in the creation systems. This is what you recognize now, that you are bringing in through you, to you and to all you have connections with. This is acknowledged in you. We withdraw now, Aurum out. Thank you, Aurum. This is Lani speaking again. With you in every way. With you in recognizing the beauty of what the source frequency pattern is and how it has come to be realized that this is what your support system is. And this is the existence as this beautiful prime existence here on this planetoid of Earth, and the beauty that exists everywhere in creations. Perhaps we see visions of other planets simply not as beautiful as Earth Station. Maybe that's because this is where we are creating more beauty when we allow the frequency patterns to come in. So these are just my thoughts, which have arisen through the frequency patterns we've been experiencing in this session today. Now it's time to bring all of this energy frequency that surrounds you in the space right into your living space, and everything that your living space is, wherever that is, whatever it is. It's all being enhanced because the frequencies that you have been immersed in and have been taking into you change everything around you in accordance with the first principle of creation and how you see that. It's time now to access all of this energy and information directly into your energy field, into your thoughts and emotions and body, bringing it into your presence in the present moment as we measure moments of time here in this reality. It's very beautiful when you view things from a different perspective. Thanks again for receiving this and being here at this time. This ends the session through Omega Communications Portal.